guys, Joel is here and today 2 minutes production. What's up guys, Joel is here, and once again today it's about gear updates and urging you to be careful online when you are due to selling or upgrading, getting rid of your gear. It's mainly for those who are based in the UK and probably Ireland. So I'm a bit out of breath because I was kind of rushing to get this done so that I don't forget. So if you're aware and if you've been following me for a while, at least, if not latest, every year I update or upgrade my gear. I switch cameras, lenses, sliders, dollies, you name it, sometimes even tripods, just so that I'll be up to date with the gear out there, so that on the client's requests I'll have what's the latest. So I have been shooting some few feature films here and there, and I have been fortunate enough to own this camera, Canon 1dx Mark II, and I hope you can see the 2 right there. And I've probably owned it for about approximately about 8 months, 10 months, yeah, somewhere between 10 and 11 months to be precise. This is the second actually of its kind that I've owned. So I purchased, or should I say, I got rid of my red camera that I used to own for 2 main reasons. Because one, it was becoming very heavy after a little while, and getting gear like gimbals and stuff for it was additional weight and size and stuff like that, and it was slowing down when you get on production. And then using the red, you need a lot of light to make it work as well. So when they actually launched the 1dx Mark II, I heard about it. I was so eager to get my hands on it for 2 main reasons. One, it shoots at 60 frames per second in 4K, and then it shoots 120 frames per second in full HD. And then the second reason why I got it is because it's currently, in my opinion, the world's best photography camera. It's good for sports, it's very fast, and then also the image quality is second to none. And those were the 2 main reasons why I went ahead and sold my red and picked up this bad boy. However, I have not been disappointed whatsoever. It's just that it's gone on to 11 months or 10 to 11 months now, and it's time to upgrade. There are new cameras out there. However, I'm kind of stuck in between what camera to pick right now, because obviously if you've been there, done it, it's very difficult to keep going. So now I'm very reluctant in getting rid of it. However, it cost me a good almost £5,000, this camera right here, and selling it is becoming yes and a no, because I love the fact that it's very nimble, easy to set up, just grab and go, and also the fact that it takes the best pictures you can get your hands on. Is really good for when you're doing weddings, mainly weddings, really good for wedding photography and videography. However, I've used it on a feature film. I've used it on, let me see, I've used it on 2 feature films. I've shot 1 series with it, 1 series film with it, and then also I've done, I think, 3 weddings with this so far. I've shot 3 weddings with this so far. Done 1 wedding video, and then 2 pictures, photography for weddings on here. And really, I really love this camera. I really love it. It's just that it's gotten to the time where I need to change it again, and as I said, I'm stuck in between not knowing what to grab. I used to be a Blackmagic fan. However, I'm not too keen with their current Ursa Minis, which is the top of the range right now. Main reason because I just don't like the form factor. It's very bulky. It's got this weird odd shape, and it constantly needs to be rigged for a shoulder mount or fully rigged with a matte box and stuff. And those were the days where we had Blackmagic production camera fully rigged up with the matte box and you name it. So when the technology has been changing and is being adapting and is shrinking, is getting smaller, you want something that is very small that will still produce, if not even better quality than the previous technology of having a big massive camera. So you always want to move ahead. Anyway, cutting the long story short, so it got to the point where I decided to put it online to sell it, and then try and figure out what next camera to get, which I still don't know up to date. I guess perhaps the reason why I'm going through this is because I must not sell it. Maybe that's what it is. Funny enough, each time the incident occurs and it doesn't sell, I get relieved somehow, and I feel like okay, maybe I shouldn't sell it. And then I leave it for a few months, and then I decide for a few weeks, and I decide, oh, let me try and sell it again. And then it happens again. Now, the incident is I've listed this camera on eBay probably 3 times so far. And all the 3 times, one was a genuine reason, but 2 mainly is I get contacted by scammers. Scammers, yes, scammers. I mean, eBay security has become so light, in my opinion, for me to list this item 3 different occasions within, I think, within 2 months. Within 2 months, and 2 occasions being contacted by scammers. Both occasions got bids on it, and the third one I had buy it now on it, and then I still get a scammer to hit buy it now, and then they try and get me to send this £5,000 camera in the post whilst the money or the funds has not been cleared. Now, what's happening is there are a lot of scammers online now, both eBay and Gumtree, as you can see on the title, and they're out there to take your gear, your hard-earned money, the gear that you love, the gear that you use to make money, the gear that you use to keep your family up and running. They're out there to take it away from you free. So having said that, also I've listed this on eBay, sorry, on Gumtree as well, probably 3 times as well, or 4 times, even more. And all the time I get contacted again by scammers asking me if I could reply to their message directly onto their email address. And it's funny how you get someone sending you a message on either eBay or Gumtree and telling you, I'm very interested in your camera. An example of one of the messages, I mean, I'll post it up somewhere here or here, and then you can read it yourself. You can pause the video and read it. Now, contacting you, I'm very interested in your camera. Could you please confirm the condition, and then where you live, and also how much you're looking to sell it for? Ain't that ridiculous how people ask these questions? Now, this is what tells you that the person is a scammer. Now, in the description of the sales, 1, it states the camera model. 2, it will state the full price that you are looking to sell it for. And then 3, it will have a description and a phone number. It will have a description stating the condition of the camera, what's included, and then contact me with the phone number underneath it. Now, somehow they overlook all of that, and then they send you an email. They reply to the listing asking you to confirm and to give them those information via email. Now, the reason why they say ask for your email is because when they get your email address, And then the next step is they'll create a so-called PayPal payment, should I say receipt or payment email, transaction email, and then they'll email you that, telling you, obviously before they email you that, you come to an agreement with them. If you don't know what's going on, you come with an agreement with them on a price. They're always more than happy to pay more than what you're actually asking for. They're more than happy to pay more than required postage price. And then once you come to an agreement with them, they will then go ahead and send you a pre-prepared email quoting PayPal with PayPal logo on there, everything, sending the sender with stating PayPal email address on there as if it's real PayPal, which is you, for example, payment has been received and we're putting a hold on the payment, on the funds, until the package has been posted. So when the package gets posted, then we release the funds. Now, who in his right mind will send a gear or anything whatsoever out without receiving or clearing the funds first? Now, those people who tend to do these emails or who tend to be the scammers, most of them has no knowledge whatsoever. Now, someone like me that has been selling probably for the past 10 years or so on eBay and similar amount of years on PayPal, on Gumtree, I know exactly what the protocol is. Now, Gumtree, you don't send files out. You don't send packages out for any payment transactions unless it's a bank transfer where the funds has come into your account and you can confirm it's all cleared, and then you post it out. Even that, I will not guarantee, I will not advise those who purchase on Gumtree to do a bank transfer, because at the same time, you can get a scammer listing an item that doesn't really exist, asking you to do a bank transfer, and then when you do a bank transfer, supposedly we will post out the item. You would never get it. So Gumtree is more or less face-to-face meeting, paying for the item and taking it. So it's strictly cash on collection. So those who have no knowledge about it, which are the scammers, are trying to go way around it and trying to get you to post the item and never receive any money. So that's one warning I want to put out there for you to be careful of. And then two, with eBay as well, what they're doing as well, the same thing through getting your email. I mean, the listing strictly instructs, for example, cash on collection. Mine, I tend to do it a lot cash on collection because it's very expensive gear for me to put it out in the post. Not like I won't receive my money if payment is made through PayPal. It will, but there's two things. PayPal will take some percentage of the final value that you sell it for, and then eBay, it's like ridiculous amount of money they take off, the ridiculous amount of percentage that they take off your final value. I mean, it's nearly somewhere between 8 to 10% of whatever the value is. So the last time I actually listed this on eBay for was an amount of £3,200. That's what it got bidded by the scammer. Now, the scammer did make a payment. This one is completely different. They didn't make a payment, and eBay was charging, I think, like £200 or 190 something pounds off of the £3,000. That's nearly £200 off the final value fee. And then PayPal also took about £150, 130 something pounds off of it. So £3,200, you finally get physical cash, which will be around, let's say, £2,800 for a £4,000 camera, or a listing that you're trying to make £3,000 off from. So eBay fees are very, very high. However, again, their security is very, very weak. Is very, very weak. So my advice to you is, when you're listing something on there, always make sure that you round up all of those percentage that eBay will take off or PayPal will take off, and then have a fixed amount of money that you're looking to get back from. So in this case, I was looking at getting about £3,200 for it. So at the end, I ended up getting £2,800, and I cancelled the bidding. I cancelled the bidding because I was not interested in selling it for £2,800. So that means next time I'll probably have to put it at £3,600. That way I'll be able to recoup the full amount of £3,200. So that's what it is. And also finally, I would like to again stretch and emphasize, be careful when you list your items out there online to sell. Make sure whatever the circumstance is, if possible, do cash on collection in public places, or let the person come to your house. I don't mind that, as long as you know you're safe in your house, you know there are people around in the house, you're not by yourself, so that they don't sting you up and take your gear and run away. If not, make sure you list it and you meet up in a public place. I mean, a restaurant, a shopping mall where it's busy, and you do your transaction there. That way you know you're safe, you receive the funds fairly, and then you also hand out the gear fairly. And then on the other hand, for those who are buying as well, you want to make sure that you check the gear, make sure it's working, because nowadays people are not honest, so it's very difficult to go by people's words. I mean, I think somewhere some 7-8 months ago, I purchased a laptop, a MacBook from eBay. Again, eBay, there are scammers out there. I purchased a MacBook from eBay, and I think it cost me £800. I was legitimately happy with it. I discussed everything with the seller, so-called seller on eBay, and unfortunately they lived very far away, so I couldn't go and collect it, so they had to post it. The item ended, I won the item, and then I made payment through PayPal. I made payment through eBay and PayPal, and I contacted the seller that I have made a payment as of when he's going to be posting it and when I'll be looking to receive it. I didn't hear from him, so I just left it as natural. Some people just don't reply to their messages. This is again what the world is coming to. And eventually, 3 days later, I received an envelope in the post. An envelope with a blank paper written on there. I think it said something, "We believe in Jesus," or something like that. And he says, "Thank you very much." And I right there and then thought, okay, who would send me that? First thing that came to my mind is Jehovah's Witness. But then I thought about it a bit further, and I was like, no, it can't be. So I started then contacting the seller. I did several messages, sent several messages over the course of 2 days. No reply. I contacted eBay. Now, I contacted eBay. Obviously, I had to go through PayPal. And then finally, PayPal, being good, this is, again, a big advantage for buying through PayPal, is you're protected. So I contacted PayPal and I told them this is the situation and this is what I received. They asked for evidence. I emailed all those evidence to them. I took pictures of it and emailed it to them that it's an envelope that I received, And luckily, well, lucky or not, they would have still paid anyway. Luckily, again, these scammers that has no knowledge whatsoever of how the system works, PayPal had put a hold on that fund until I leave the seller a feedback. So meaning when I receive the item, physically receive it, I check it, I make sure it's working and everything, and then go back on my account and leave a positive feedback that I'm happy with the item, brilliant, thanks, or whatever. Leave that feedback, and then it will take another 3 working days maximum. Then the seller receives the money that you paid. That is mainly towards new sellers. And a lot of the times, these scammers are new sellers. They are new, they go out and create fake accounts and try and do these things. So PayPal holds the money. So if you're a scammer and you're watching, you're wasting your time. There is no point in setting up an account and expecting to get the funds in your account straight away, especially when it is such a high amount of money. So that's it for me, guys. So I'm still, I wouldn't say stuck. I wouldn't say stuck with it. I love it. I still have this Canon 1dx Mark II. I mean, the condition is like it just got unboxed. And if you know and follow me, I keep my gear in pristine condition. So I still have this here and I absolutely love it. If I come across a camera or research a camera and I feel it's better than this, or I feel it will do somewhat the same, even if it's just the same, it's just a habit. My sister calls me quote unquote camera hole. So even if it's just the same, the fact that something different, I'll go ahead and get rid of this and then get that. My main aim in changing cameras or gears constantly is so that I can get to know a lot of gears out there. So when you get a gig and you've got a camera out there, you know what to do and how to operate it. So also, if you noticed, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a picture of the Panasonic GH4. Yes, I'm very late to it, but yes, I got the Panasonic GH4, which is the one I'm shooting with right now. And I love it. I mean, it's very petite. I love it. It shoots 4K. It's very clean. But the only thing I hate about it is autofocus, because as you can see, when I move forward, autofocus will just be hunting back and forth. So I switch it off and go manual. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. What's up, guys?